So what do you think of Pebble so far?
It's pretty. It's hard. Greens are tiny, but it's nice. I see why it's a very historic place.
That's too, you want to be right as well.
6th hole, par 5. Do you have a strategy here? What's the mindset?
When you look at this hole, the only thing you're really thinking is to get your second shot over that cliff. But yeah, I think it's just mainly stay out of those left bunkers. Obviously, that's not the place to be. The second shot, you're kind of on a downslope as well, so you have to keep that in mind when hitting over the cliff. It's a pretty hard hole just because of that second shot in, but.
Any nerves on the tee shot, or can you send driver?
I think I can send driver pretty hard just because I hit a draw off those left bunkers. So I want to say those aren't really in play, and you'd rather miss right anyways than be in that mess.
Right.
So.
What's your yardage here for the second shot typically?
I think I had, I don't know, I played 2 days ago. I think I had like 250, 240 maybe. I got on in 2 the other day, so maybe we can again today.
So it could be reachable.
Like that.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Big, how was it when you played this hole? You get on it too?
No, I didn't get on. I think I was on in 5.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Yeah, I hit a little shot into the hillside and then another one, and yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of have to avoid that over there.
It's a different strategy, but yours is maybe a little bit more effective.
As we're walking up though, and you know that like, you have to hit a big club to get up there. And
Right.
We see the cliff getting higher and higher.
Right,
and higher.
right.
Are you actually visualizing like, hey, this is what my start point is?
Yeah.
Or are you just not thinking about it until you get up to the
I mean, it's kind of all you can think about when you're looking at it, you know? I hit 3-wood last time, and I have a pretty low ball flight, so I just kind of try to like fly it up in the air.
Bring the cliff and play. That's tough.
Yeah, I know it is tough for sure. But I don't know. I might hit a few different shots today because I didn't hit it this far last time. So we'll see if I can get it over the cliff.
Do you have a swing thought to try to launch the ball more with like your 3-wood?
Yeah, I kind of think of having like higher hands.
Okay.
Just kind of pop it up in the air a little bit more. But yeah, that's basically it.
239 to the middle.
Alrighty. I'll just go.
Flags, you can see it right. A little left of the flag.
Yeah.
The 239 front? No. Middle? 10.
I think that should be pretty good.
All right, let me ask you this. We're Pebble Beach, you're still an amateur.
Right.
Second U.S. Women's Open though.
Second U.S. Women's
slack.
Open. Well, that's where I'm going. Do you set goals coming into a week like this? What's a good week for you?
I don't know. I think last year I kind of made the mistake of, because I was coming like right off of Anwa, and I think I made the mistake of like letting like the people's expectations get to me. So I think just had like unwanted like pressure there.
Yeah.
And so I think this week I'm just a little more relaxed, and I'm just gonna go and try and play some good golf, and then we'll go from there.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, pretty simple.
Imagine keeping it simple is probably the best thing to do.
Yeah, especially on this golf course. So.
How have you been feeling your prep coming into it's been?
I think it's been good. We obviously get quite a few practice rounds for the US Open, so I think it's nice to be able to see the course a few times. Especially this one, just because there are so many different like things that come into play, like the wind and the fog and all of that. So it's kind of nice to see the course in like different conditions every day.
You brought up conditions.
Mm-hmm.
What would the temperature have to be in order for you to actually wear sleeves?
Oh.
Because the rest of us are all wearing hoodies, pants,
Jackets.
You're just out here making a fool of us.
No, I don't know. I think I'm just like not wearing anything until I go numb, Then you can't even feel the cold anymore.
You're right, though. A big change from last year at Pine Needles.
Right.
And I think there's a lot more in play around this golf course.
I'm like out of breath
I
walking
know.
up that
That's
hill.
what
I was like trying to like walk and like talk at the same time. I was like, yeah.
How old are you? 18?
17.
17?
Yes.
Like, do you have any
No, I don't. Okay.
memories of Pebble, or do
No,
you?
okay, see, I don't like, I get this question a lot. I don't really watch golf. So the only, like, I couldn't, like, a week ago, I couldn't even tell, like, I couldn't have told you that was 18. Like, I've seen the hole, but I didn't know it was, like, 18, like,
Yeah.
you know, here. I don't know. See, I don't watch golf. I don't
What are you into? What do you like to watch?
know, like, anything but golf. I don't watch,
gotta be
like,
something.
I don't watch sports.
Sports?
I don't watch sports, no. It's not my thing.
Bravo? I didn't know
I know.
Scandal. Yeah.
I know. It's tough. There has to be some. You don't watch like.
Oh, I
bad
watch,
TV?
like, I watch, like, Netflix and stuff like that. Like,
It's a streaming
like
generation.
shows. Yeah, it is. It is.
Only on
We don't really watch like TV, you know. Founder.
A shot like this in competition, are you taking wedge or are you putting something like this usually?
Probably put it.
Yeah.
I think it's a little too close to chip. I'll take that.
Sure. Kicking birdie.
Listen, that's okay.
Yeah, some wedges.
It's a good way to make 4.
Keeping it simple. Let's
So
see.
practice round days.
Yes.
You're looking for areas to chip. You're just trying to get
Right.
acclimated with
Right.
how it's moving on the screen. What is it?
Yeah, I think mainly since it's a par 5 and I get pretty close, I'll just hit a lot of shots around the green. A lot in the rough. The rough is very thick around the greens, so it's hard to get out because it just sits down like that. So I'll just hit shots basically around every green. I'll hit shots in the rough somewhere, some in the bunker.
What kind of club do you use to hit these shots?
58. I chip with 58 for every wedge shot most of the time.
Okay.
When it's super thick like this and the ball kind of sits down.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you change on how you normally hit these little chips?
Okay, so I think the miss usually from here is to go like right underneath it and not, you know, like it doesn't go anywhere. It just sits back down in the rough. So I kind of try to use like less hands with these chips because that's just how you go like right underneath it, which is not a mistake you want to make. So I just use a lot of arms, but like try to eliminate the wrists in these shots. It's kind of like a flop shot, basically. Pretty easy. Well, it's not easy, but
I mean, you make
definitely
it
not easy. Okay.
Anna, you're 17. You've played
Yes.
in major championships. You played in other large events. How do you get used to all of this? How do you get to the week of activities? Like,
I
how do you
think-
find your comfort in ensuring that you get what you need to get done in order to be as prepared as you can be?
I think it kind of just comes with like the experience because when I first started doing this, it was like I didn't really know what to do because like in junior and amateur events, we don't usually have, you know, like this much time to practice. We don't have, you know, 4 or 5 days to get acclimated with everything. So it's kind of just like spending your time wisely and, you know, you don't have to be out here for 5 days straight, you know, like that kind of hurts the mental a little bit. So,
Is that something that you've learned from experience? Maybe
Yeah.
to over preparing or trying to
I think
do too many things?
my problem is usually under preparing. So it's kind of nice that I have 5 days to. It's nice that I have 5.
Who sat and checked for you though?
Myself.
Obviously you, but you have, you know,
Well,
your dad's out here, your
yeah.
brother's out here.
My brother helps me a little bit. My parents they know that I like to do my own thing. They'll kind of stay back a little bit, but when they need to say something, they will. I think I'm getting better just through like experience. I think you kind of learn how to manage your time and prep and stuff like that.
So U.S. Women's Open this week, but what else you got going on this summer?
Few more USGA events. I have the US Girls in a few weeks, and then I have the USAM, and then I'm gonna play Junior Solheim and Junior Ryder Cup hopefully, and yeah, I'm gonna be a world traveler. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. But yeah, I have a good lineup.
One thing,
we gonna see the bucket hat again?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll bring it out just for you guys.
Here we go.
Just for you guys. When
Have
it's
it
not
here.
when it's not windy though.
It's gonna be bucket hat season.
I will. Should have wore it today.
Are you over the bucket hat?
No, I just like it's just kind of like when I feel like wearing it, you know? It's just
It's a mood.
Do you realize that the bucket hat became such a big thing?
yeah, just because I was in the mood to wear it that day too. So
I have 3 little girls, and all they do is they still talk, rave about you and your annual win.
Oh.
They followed you last year at Pine Needles for
Oh,
2
that's
days, and every time I say, hey, you guys want to go hit some balls with me or go putt in the backyard,
yeah.
they go get their bucket hats. So
Oh my gosh.
that's their signal. Post-annual stuff.
Right.
Was that something that you're obviously you can't say that like you're prepared for, but what do you
Yeah.
think like you've learned from it all?
I don't know. I've had to like speak a lot. Doing like
Do
a
stuff
ton,
like this.
Yeah, do stuff like this, which I haven't, which I didn't really do like prior to ANWA. But yeah, just lots of like speaking to people, lots of life skills other than like learning how to play golf. You know.
107 actual 10 down, 10, with the
this one?
down slope.
Yeah, I'll take this one.
Okay.
Just trying to dunk it. It's okay. I mean, if you like close shots, that's okay. So 7 at Pebble. This is a like very
This is
famous hole.
yes.
This is another
I've seen
one,
this
yeah.
one because when people go here, they always like to take a video on this hole.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd say 6, 7, 8, and 18 are probably the most famous. So what'd you hit on 7 today? The wind, maybe a touch of wind into our face. Was that a wedge for you?
I hit a 54 degree.
Okay.
It was like 107-ish. I've heard a lot of rumors that it can get very windy into the wind.
Rumors.
I've heard some talk about that. Heard through the grapevine.
Many people are saying. Yeah.
Heard through the grapevine that gets windy on this hole. I haven't played this hole into the wind yet, so I'm sure I will this week sometime.
I feel like legitimately, if it really blows, you could hit.
Well, somebody was
What,
telling me
6 iron, 5
Yeah,
iron?
my caddy was telling me that he had to hit a 7 iron, and I was like,
Like there's no
no.
way. This is so
No, and it's so tiny. And imagine hitting a 7 iron into the screen, blowing like 40. That doesn't make any sense.
I can't imagine that. I tried to do that a couple months ago.
Oh yeah.
did it.
At
What did
media day. I hit 6 iron. Now I
Where
put
did
it
it
into
go?
the ocean.
Right.
Yeah. You said you like to stream stuff. If you want to watch me play Pebble in 35-mile-per-hour wind, that's on the internet.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's on the YouTube.
Oh, I'll go watch that.
I put some bad swing thoughts
No,
in
it's
your
okay.
head, though.
It's okay.
Pre-tournament.
It's okay.
She's like, no, it's cool. It's cool. I'm actually good, so.
Where's the miss on this hole?
What's that?
The miss. Short.
Yeah.
And is this all speed stuff for you? You looking at lines, breaks?
Yeah, usually like when I putt around, it's mostly just to get like the speed of the greens, not really trying to memorize the lines or anything like that, but kind of get like a feel for where, it kind of comes off the slope in some places. And then around the green, where to miss it and where not to miss it. So on this hole, you don't want to be back there. Rather be short.
Do you say you're 17? Mm-hmm. I'm exactly 3 times your age.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
It's depressing.
I don't feel so bad about that 20 yards.
Yeah.
Any superstition with how you mark your golf ball? Do the same thing every time?
I just put a line on it. I mean, it's not really a superstition. It's just kind of something I do,
No color stuff?
No, I change it up. I have a gold line now. Used to be red. It's gold now.
Why did you just decide to get a little froggy with it?
I
Like,
just
it
lost
looks-
my red marker.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it happens to all of us.